Hello everyone, yes we're live up until 9 p.m. every night now on Hochanda. Freeview viewers do need to retune their TV if you've not done so already. If you've got a smart TV, then it should just carry on. You should be watching us right now if you're connected to the internet. And if you're watching us on a smartphone or a computer or a tablet, but you've realised you do have a smart TV, head back to your smart TV now and turn it on. You will find a red button in the day that you can press, and then we go high definition, and it will remember to switch over to the internet so you can continue watching us on Freeview. So we are live now up until 9 o'clock every night. We're still working in 4-hour blocks here on Hochanda, just to let you know. So we're keeping our safe distancing from one another. It's ever so strange coming to work, but we have to do that. So we keep our distances from one another, and we're working in smaller teams. So tonight it's myself, we've got Molly on floor, we've got Katie producing, we've got Andy on directing, and we've got Taz in tech. So we're all very, very far apart, but we're coming together to bring you the shows. And our guests as well, they are safe and well at home, and they're working really hard, putting together videos of their demonstrations and sometimes calling in, sometimes Skyping in as well. So we're trying to keep everybody as safe as we can so we can continue bringing you great shows, which means you get to continue your crafting at home, which always helps, doesn't it? Now, a one-day special is always launched on Hochanda at 6 p.m. We then have another live show now at 8 p.m. on repeats throughout the nights. Then the next day it's 8 a.m, 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. Those are the new hours for our one-day special. And it's a collection of items that you can get at a reduced price for those 24 hours only. Now, tonight we launched a brand new configuration of Lou's collection, and that's why it's new today. So you haven't seen all of this together as it is right now. This is put together for you, and in this particular set it is called your Just Lou Exploration Collection. You get 4 die sets, 6 stencils and 3 stamp sets. Oh, and these do work marvellously together or separately. Now, everything will be dispatched on the 28th of April because it's coming to you from the Netherlands, where StudioLight are based. £59.90 can be divided into 2 payments of £29.95. So it makes it affordable and it makes it easy for you to purchase when you see such great collections like this. What are you going to do with yours when you get them home? £59.90, but divide that cost into 2, making it easy for you to pay. And it's interest-free payments as well. 042565 is your item number. Now, we will be talking to Lou in a moment's time, but let's have a look at some samples that Lou put together using this particular range. You'll see there the stencils have been used to make and create those 3 panels, but also behind as well. So you've got the backdrop to the stencils that have been used, which look marvellous. Here's another example of using the stencils to build and create your backgrounds. Do like that. And also using the dies as well to build the designs on there. You've got your die to create your pages, or maybe a mini card if you want to, and all the added extras, so you too can start creating as soon as you get your kit home, with the stamps, with the stencils and with those dies, all designed and put together by our lovely Lou Withers. We had a busy show earlier on today. We certainly did. We had a busy show earlier on today. So this is our second live hour. And I'm just looking over at the monitor and I can see, yes, I can see Lou Withers. She's with us. She's here. Hi, Lou. Hiya, Lou. Can you hear me, Lou? Can you hear us, Lou? Lou can't hear us. Oh, do you know what? We could have just stayed on that. It would have been quite funny. And I could probably ask her any question. But what we're going to do, we're going to sort out the technical gremlins and we're going to head down the counter, but we will be coming back to Lou. Oh, it's like the Eurovision Song Contest, isn't it, when we're getting the points? Can we have your points now, Manchester? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Right, let's move on. Let's move on. We will go back to our Lou. Rice papers, love these designs. Let me just take this away so I can show you. You are getting 12 rice papers, 2 of each design. And at the bottom of the rice papers, you'll see a little swatch. and that's where you can see the colours that have been used in the rice paper, so you can match them up with your paints, your and your other embellishments. Excuse me. So you've got your first image, second image like that, with lots of different laces in there that you can pull out and use. The main focal image, of course, the lady right there. And if I turn this over, you'll see the texture of your rice paper. I can't speak tonight. What's wrong with me? I need food. And then you've got that lovely image, script as well, old style church, love that. You've got the choice of all these different items, or you could use it just as one flat piece if you want to. So you're getting 12 in total, 2 of each. 706736 is your item number if you want to go for your rice papers. If you've never used rice papers before, oh my word, you'll have an absolute joy using them. Now we've got another great deal for you. You've got your A4 papers, and you've also got a little book of die cuts. Now these are all pre-cut for you, so all you have to do is just simply push them out of the book. And let's show you what you've got in there. I know I can't keep the rice papers up, sorry. In the book, let's open this up. And you can see you've got your different images there, all vintage images, and you get 2 of each page. And you'll notice if I turn the page, very easy just to pop out. Do like that world map. And your globe just down there, your compass and your tickets, all in those really lovely vintage browns and vintage blues, your typewriter there, postcards. Fabulous, isn't it? Great price this, £9.99. Remember, it's not just for the book, you're also getting your A4 paper, and you're getting 8 sheets of double-sided. There's your image on one side, and you're using your white Posca pen on that. And then there's your blue image just there. Great deal, very busy for that, £9.99 if you want to go for that. It's 126797. Right, so we've got another bundle now. Oh my goodness, we were busy for this in the earlier show. We're busy again. 60% of the stock has gone. 60% of the stock has gone. So you're getting your die. Let's turn this around so you can see what you can make and create. Let's get that the right way around for you. There you go. So you've got your die and that lovely picture of our Lou. You've got your stencils for building up backgrounds and creating some marvellous designs. And don't forget, you can use this for upcycling. Maybe use it for tiles on your wall as well. Do like that. And then you're getting your stamp as well of the world map. And you can use this to build patterns. Don't necessarily have to use it as that world map. It's really, really effective when you use it to build up your patterns. 144127 is your item number if you want to go for that particular set. Right, it's time to play StudioLight Bingo. We've got numbers, numbers, numbers. Now let me tell you for why they call their dies and some of their products in numbers. It's a universal language. So whether we're selling these in the UK, in America, in Holland, in France, in Germany, in Belgium, it's numbers. It's a universal language, so that's why. So, same item number, 964503. These two are 250 and 251. And you get them both together for £11.99, saving £8. Let me turn these around so you can see what you will make when you die cut these out from your paper stock. Love that. Right, next up, same item number. You've got 252 and 253. And we'll just turn those around so you can see what you can make. Great, love the tags and the reinforcement that's on there as well. It's worth it just for that. £99, 964503 is your item number. Now we've got more journaling dies for you and more numbers we have. You've got the same item number, 294240, £17.98, £8. Your first set, 262 and 263. Turn these around because these are really pretty. And that's why they're essentials. Make your journals look different. The next set, 264 and 265. And turn those around and you see the designs that we're building and creating. Right, we've got more sets for you and more numbers. Reading these numbers out, it's like doing the shipment forecast or the shipping forecast. Do you ever listen to the shipping forecast? It's amazing. I listen to it sometimes if I get up really early and drive to work. It just keeps me going. Anywho's, right, your item number is 364773. Your first two, 282 and 283. And with these, you get your thank you, love, never forget, and warrior. So you could say, thank you, love warrior. And then your second one is hugs and kisses, great day and moments. £11.98 for your dies. It's a great price, isn't it? And then your next set, 284 and 285. I feel like I'm phoning up for an order for a restaurant. And I'll turn these around because these are your dies. And with that you get dream. Art is it could be a journey, could be a passion, could be a dream. Create, and then you've got your own with your, so create your own sunshine, create your own life. And then you've got life and soul in there as well. Are you the life and soul of your crafting? £11.98, 364773. And then we've got some frame die sets. Now these are brilliant. Let me tell you for why. You're getting both for £29.99. So yes, you can make the boxes that you see here at the top, and at the top, where are we? Just, I can never get this right. Hang on, wait, follow the finger, Jenny. There you go, done it. You can make these box frames, which are brilliant. You can build it your pictures inside. But what makes these so extra special are the extra dies that you get in the middle. These two just here. These create your stands, not just for these boxes, but for pictures, postcards, any other cards that you've painted on. These will work for you. I think it's a fabulous deal, it really is, because you get those two stands included with those box frames, but you can also use those two stands for other projects as well. £29.99, saving £20, 677 669 is your item number. Right, as promised, I can't speak. We've got Lou for you. Hopefully we're going to talk to Lou a little later on, but what we want to do is have a demonstration for you from Lou. Here she is, enjoy.
Hello everybody. I'm really excited about this. You know what, it's my baby this, so I thought I'd do something completely different using a one-day special. I know it's a journal and all that, but I'm going to do a canvas. So I've started off. Now it's not an A4 canvas, it doesn't matter, you can use whatever canvas you want. I'll just bring in some of the stuff I'm using. So I've got lots of collage materials, right, lace and all that. I'm using all the lace and the die cuts from my actual die cuts. I'm using the packaging, I'm using all my papers. I've got some rice, I've got all my mediums, and I've got all these. So I'm going to make a collage, and it's going to be based on something that I did years ago, but it's going to be based on using the tissue paper and building around it. So the first thing I need to do is establish some sort of background. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I'm not worried about wetting it, I'm worried about getting some length down. Now this isn't A4, this is actually, I'm not too sure if it's a size, but it's actually longer. Sort of well, not longer, let me get a piece of A4 and show you. Can you see how it's not as wide? So it's a little bit longer and a little bit wider. So, right, so you need your tissue paper, you need your paper. I've got some rough cut papers there. I've got some papers that I've not used, and what I'm going to do is, don't worry about the colour. I want long strips. So I'm going to work this way because it's longer. I actually like this shape because it's not A4. So I'm going to, doesn't matter what side it is or anything like that, I'm going to be using my gel medium for this. Now, I've got a heavy gel medium and I've got a matte gel medium, so I'm just going to go with this. Just need a little bit out. This is quite heavy duty. Now I'm going to put a tiny bit of water in with my brush. Now, keep the brushes you use for glue. Now, this canvas said that it was primed, but that does not necessarily mean gessoed, okay? So if you're doing any of this and you're going to paint on it, my advice, always gesso it. So I'm going to put a layer on first. Now, it doesn't really matter if this is gloss or matte at the moment because I'm just using it as a layer. So I'm just going to put that on, and my advice is brush out brush out. And the way you brush out means that you get rid of air pockets, but it doesn't really matter at this point. And 2, you get all those wonderful little hairs from the fibres sticking out. So that's 1. Now, might need a little bit more. Now, I wouldn't really use, for this, I wouldn't be tempted to use heavy gel. I just use a gel medium. And if you're a bit unsure about this giving it, don't worry, you can stuff paper behind it to stop that. So, you know, you could use just a light medium or anything like that. So don't worry, I've got a soft gel and everything, and I've got another one to show you. So that's the first layer. So I'm going to put in now some die cuts. So I'm going to get, oops, sorry, ripped nail alert. So a little bit more. This is the softer gel. So on there, and I'm just going to put another layer on over, but not like that. Plenty of glue. Right, okay. Now I'm going to get some paper cuts. So I don't want too many straight edges. I want little bits of straight edge, but not overpowering. So I'm working from the top to the bottom. So I'm just going to place that there. Now, with it being a sort of an assemblage of things, a mixed media piece, it doesn't really matter if bits are sticking up. That's if you want them to stick up. If you don't, then, you know, I would press them all down. Now here's my die cuts, right? So what I'm going to put a heavy layer in places, just generally around there. And I'm just going to do this, because this is the die cut from the range, and I want to stick them in. Now if it comes off, it comes off, but I like the textures there. I'm going to rip that up, so we've got a little bit up here. In fact, I'll have it that way, it's easier. I'm leaving some bits in, because I quite like it like that. And just think about how you want them. Do I want it like that? Right, so what I do now is I go away and I stick all my bits and bobs down, and I'll come back once all the layers are put on together, how much I've used. So more of this, more little bits of it, stick it on, and just keep going and keep going. And then when we come back, we'll put the mixed media bits on, and you'll see. Right. What I've done there is, as you can see, I've laid some lace down, some die cuts. I'm going to rip that off, I don't actually like that. And I've not glued it all down. So next thing is I've got some light moulding paste. So what I'm going to do is the die cuts are followed through again on this stencil. So I'm just going to place this on, and I'm just going to run it. Now, I always say, just do it once off. So I've got this line coming across here, got a little bit more, and I just want a little bit down here. I don't want too much. Try not to have it in lines as well, and then let that dry, and we'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, now I'm just finishing now. It might look a bit strange, but I'm just adding all these little bits and bobs with the heavy gel medium. Don't worry about colour, I'm just going for texture, because don't forget these will all be wet painted out. And you might say, well, what about all that in the background? Well, you'll see in the background it will come through, and all the die cuts will come through. And then I'm going to use my tissue paper on here. So don't worry too much about colour. It looks a bit scary at the moment, I understand that. But once we start to sort of add the colour over the top, you'll start to see it makes sense. So go ahead, place them in threes, and then do what you want to, and then get to enough, and then let it air dry. Right, just left that to dry, and it's best to leave it to dry. If there's any bits that flick off now, then let them flick off. They're not meant to be on. Now, be mindful of where you're going to use, or what you're going to use on top. So I've decided I'm going to use this Gertrude Bell picture. So all I've done there is, if you want to sort of give it a nice edge, just paint the edge with water so that you don't give it a straight edge that's cut. And then I found I quite like scratching with this, because that allows you to pull it. So just scratch like that and then pull apart, and then scratch. It doesn't matter, because wherever I've wet now. Right, so just rip that off, have it ready, come back, and I will show you it on here. So I've just got Gertrude herself and I've backed her onto a piece of spare card. And the reason I've done that is I want a bit more stability. So the next step we're going to do is just let that dry, and then I'm going to come back to this. So I've got some gesso, and I want you to just, right, I know this looks crazy, but I want you to just gesso it. And if you've got some black elements like that, you want to try and cover it up so you've got as much, things like that I might want to keep. So what I'll do is I might rub some off that. But if it's really black, then, you know, give it another coat like that. But what you're trying to do is get an even sort of background, and by that I mean so one colour isn't overpowering another. So we do all that all over. You don't have to get into all those bits, but I can just say if you've got extra bits like that, let it dry. If you want to take some off there and leave some like that, that's fine. That might be a bit overpowering, that's fine, just do that and then go over the whole thing. Okay, so here's one and a bit coat. So remember that there's going to be an element here, and I'll show you what I've done. I've got Gertrude herself, and I've backed her onto an old piece of card, and that's just paint. And remember, she's going to be the centre there. Now, don't forget, in the essentials, you've got all these wonderful words. So we've got dream, journey, and you can play around with these because we're not sticking her down yet. But just be mindful. You don't want to put journey there and have her, and it'll stick in, Ernie coming out of her head, doesn't look right. So what you can do is just remember where. And then if you want a piece of lace on her, you can put her down and put that on there, and you can cover the bottom up, which we will do later, with a piece of lace which will be integrated into the canvas, which will blend in so there won't be sort of that raggedy edge there. So the next thing is the important bit, is I'm going to lay some colour down first. Right, okay, so I've got these colours and I'm just going to some colours. Now you might think, oh, that looks awful. Yes, I totally agree, but I'm just going to keep it like this. Now the main thing you've got to do is act, in my opinion, the best way to do it is to get it on and then spray and then allow it to sink in. But using the stuff you're going to be using, like I've got this, I'm just going to take that little bit off and then do that, and then I'm going to dry it really fast. I'll show you how I do one colour and then the other, and that's it. Right, so this is drying it as is, because if I don't, it'll mingle, and when I put the next colour on, I'll get the mingle of the colours, and I want them to be pretty pure. Now that, I'm not too happy about it being very hot. So use the stuff you're going to use to wipe it off. Because we can always go over the top of this with some white gesso. Right, so I've got this blue base. Right, I've got the blue base, and what I've done now is, you can see top there, this was the original top. I've got a bit of blue in case I need this. And I'm just going to go in now with a clean brush, and I'm going to use this one now, and I'm going to go in with quinacridone, and I'm just going to apply a little bit, not a lot, I don't want a lot. And I've got a little bit of the phthalo blue in here now. Can you see how easy it is to mix it? So I'm going to and these are the colours that are on my paper. So the papers that you see I'll be mixing with are all in here. Now pay attention to the outsides, because the insides I'm not going to use. And then we must, to me, you must get this colour out straight away, because if you don't, it starts to go and stay there. Now I don't like it that strong, so what I'm going to do is get my colour away just by banging it off like that. And because they're translucent with these colours, you'll get a mix of colours on the top. So I'm just going to let it go that way, bang the canvas. And then, if you don't like that, just wipe it away with a tissue or anything else that you've got to hand. So what you do then is leave that. You must dry it, because if you don't, you'll get what we'll call muddy colours.
Oh, isn't she fantastic? So inspirational as well, and so full of ideas and encouragement and hints and tips. It's amazing, it really is. So we've got more demonstrations coming up throughout the live hours of our one-day special, and if it's on repeat, then you're just repeating them. So they'll be available for you overnight. And people do come in at all times of different hours onto Hochanda and start watching it. It might be someone just woke up in the middle of the night and they put the TV on, or their computers on and they start watching us. And we're broadcasting over in the States at the moment as well, so we're streaming live over there. So your one-day special, this is going to be dispatched from the 28th of April. It's on extended delivery because it comes to you from the Netherlands, from StudioLight, the home of StudioLight. And StudioLight have been working with Lou to bring us some amazing, amazing collections, and this one has been put together. A configuration that's new today of the stamps, of the stencils and the dies, all designed by Lou. It is the Just Lou Exploration Collection. 4 die sets, 6 stencils and 3 stamp sets, available on FlexiBuy. And you're saving £25, so it's £29.95 today, and another payment in a month's time. Now let's have a look at some finished samples in a moment's time to show you and give you inspiration of what you can make and create when you get your stencils home, your dies home. This one is showing you using the stencil in the foreground, the background as well. Very, very effective. 2 different styles, very effective that. Like the colours that have been used. Like this, that nice mandala style, using some of the stencils there to build and create your background. Remember, you could use your dies as well to build up and create those images. If you're putting together journals, then your pages will be totally different each and every time, using your stencils to make those pages and also to make the cover as well. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Those different colours. And if you are going for any of the other sets on the show, you can also use some of your rice papers with your stencils when you're building up your backgrounds. Perfect. Wanderlust. Love that. Wanderlust. You even get the explanation as well with your stamps. So this is your one-day special, £59.90, and 2 payments, making it easy and affordable to you. Right, we've got some rice papers for you now. Excellent quality rice papers as well, and it does make all the difference. It really does. Let's just turn that over so you can see the fibres in this rice paper made from the rice plant or the rice tree. And the images that you've got in there, you can divide this up. So you could just use the top part if you want to. You've got the wonderful image there. And again, using water just slightly around the area you want to gently tear, then you can feather that out. Great for putting on bottles, great for putting on boxes, upcycling furniture, putting in your journals as well. Lots of designs within the images. You are getting 12 rice papers. There are 6 designs that we're going through, and you're going to get 2 of each design. 2 of each design. I don't know why I'm having difficulty splitting that up. Wait a minute. Wait. There you go. That's the final 3. I don't know why I couldn't divide those up. Love that one with the globe and the script and the Gothic church, and then you've got your pocket watches, your compass, and your things that go on the ceiling. Roses, I think, or patterns. Amazing. Love those. Love the colours in them as well. Love the colours. Designed, of course, by Lou. This is the Just Lou Exploration Collection. And talking of Lou, we've got her on the phone. Are you, Lou?
Hello.
How are you, Lou?
I'm really good. I don't know what happened then. I was hoping to Skype you, but
it's okay. Gremlins in the machines, but it was lovely to see your face, albeit for a few seconds. How the devil are you, Lou?
I'm okay, really okay. And how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, very good. Taking up a little bit of crafting at home, inspired by you.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm good, and it's great to be here with your collection, Lou. Absolutely love it. I love your designs. They're so different, but yet there's something for everyone in this collection, isn't there?
Yeah, and sometimes when you do that, you can be a little bit worried, thinking, "Oh, will people like it?" But as you said, if you make sure there's something for everybody, you're covering all bases. because you have to think about everybody, not just what you like. What everybody else likes really matters, because you can get a bit selfish otherwise. So.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Not that you ever get selfish, but you do have to think of how other people are going to interpret your designs and how they're going to use them. Can you tell us a little bit about this collection, why it's so special to you and why you designed it?
Well, I'm really interested in history. I like strong, people who make sort of past, well, whoever it is, at the top of the field, against certain adversities, and Gertrude Bell was one of them, and really impressed by people with sheer determination and drive. And I think we forget a lot of them, and these people made a huge difference. It's nice to go back and have a little look and think, wow, I didn't realise that person had done that, or that person. So that's where this has come from. So sort of being nosy, really, interested in what people have done. It's really interesting.
I love the travel-esque theme of this, which could also double up for like steampunk style as well, which is lovely, which is great to use with all your vintage style colours.
Yeah, and you can make it a little bit more funky as well by changing colours out. But it's something. I quite like the vintage feel, because you can get that French sort of chic look with it as well, which isn't that grungy. You've only got to add like a white to it, and it changes it completely. So yeah, I really like the pictures as well. I didn't even know there's a bit in there that I hand wrote, and it's a part of a William Blake. And I've had it how long I've had it. I only found it the other day when I was doing a sample, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's in there. So yeah, every time I look at it, I see something new myself.
Oh, that is lovely. So with the theme that you've got running here, that vintage, that travel theme, maybe someone's gone off to the desert or they're in Egypt or something like that, and in the distance there is an oasis. Yes. What would be at your oasis in the desert, Lou?
At the moment, anywhere. No, I think it would be to see these things that I've been researching. I'd love to go to Egypt and go to the pyramids. That's my be all, that one. I want to do that one.
Well, you know what they say, sometimes when you get inspired, then you get on that journey and you do end up going to these places. So who knows, Lou? Who knows? Hopefully your journey will take you there. Lou, thank you so much for joining us on the phone. It's always an absolute pleasure to talk to you, and we really miss you here at Hochanda. We really do. And thank you for all your hard work that you're doing at home.
I really love it, and I really do miss being there. So yeah, I can't wait for it all to be sort of come back to some sort of normality. It'd be great to have to catch up with everybody. So stay safe.
Yes, we will.
Everybody there, and thanks for your hard work.
And thank you, Lou. And you have a lovely evening, what's left of it. And thank you so much for bringing this collection to us.
Oh, thank you, Janice. You're a lovely lady.
You are too.
Thank you.
See you later. Bye, Lou. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I never want to say goodbye. No, you put the phone down. No, you put the phone down. Isn't she wonderful? She's so inspiring. She really is. Very clever lady and very talented as well. And you get to have a little piece of that when you buy the Just Lou Exploration collection, whichever collection you are going for. But your one day special is available on 2 payments. Your one day special, you can also add the rice papers if you want to, and any other of the elements that we've got available for you. But your one day special, a great collection available to you at 2 payments of £29.95. Right, shall we have a look at what you can do with your one day special when you get it home? Let's take a look.
Okay, so we left it off as we were drying. As you can see, I floated some colour in. Now sometimes people get a little bit scared about this, so if you put too much colour on, wipe it off, stick my hands, and then just bring in your gesso on a dry brush. There's hardly any on it, and just bring the colour up. So once you've done that, you want to set up your colour. If you want to bring in a bit of depth, you choose the colours that are in your paper. So say for instance I have got gathered twigs, and you can just brush a little bit, not a lot, because you don't want to sort of take it away, but the aged feel of this will help me sort of blend it in. Now you do want to blend around the image. Now this is the image that's going to go in the middle. Now she's a bit warm around the edges, but I want that. So what you would do is generally, like an old photograph where they tint it, I will do that, but when she's dry. So she's going to be there. What I've then done is I've come along and I've got some lace. And what I've done is I've got the little word blocks and I've done the lace as my mop up. So I've got the word journey, and you can just see I've slipped in the word dream there. The journey will go over that, just there, so it tidies that in. This will sort of come over here, and then this will be here. So you can see now I'm trying to balance it out with the browns. So what I do feel is that maybe if I put a bit of brown up here and then wipe it away, get a bit of water on that and wipe it away, it will sort of integrate a bit more over there. That's better. So you can see now, and a little bit down here. So all I'm going to do now is build it up with 3D gel. So you put the gel where you want it, a big scoop of it, don't be shy. So I'm just going to put a bit behind her head there, and do it as much as you need, a bit there and a bit there. And it does dry clear, but you try not to put too much on. And I will dry brush this later on, and again a little bit on the back of this. And because there's that gel and the net and stuff, it'll be very hard to see this, but it will allow it to be 3D. Try and get off as much as you can at the front, because you don't want a glossy feel. And I know it says it dries clear, but a lot of them are glossy. Again here, when you're gluing these on, make sure that it's a blob, so that they are 3D. You don't want to lose all that beautiful work you've done with the colours and the textures underneath, but you don't want it to overpower. And again, bang in the middle with that, and then a little bit there. And that gives you the chance to sort of manipulate it. See, that one's gone like a banana, so I want it the other way. And just scoop up the glue like that. And then what we can do, you must leave that dry. If you've got any other bits that have dropped off like that, bang that back in. If you've got some little gems that you want to put on, that's even better. But the real journey over is because I had a sharp edge there that I didn't like. Some edges there. So now all we need to do is leave that to dry, and then at the very, very end, when it's all come together, I will give I'll give it a bit of a makeup job with a bit of colouring in. Now she's all glued down and I've got it how the arrangement and composition, I'm going to bring in a little bit of like gilding, but I'm not going to use gilding wax. I'm going to use little amounts of silver and bronze and copper paint, and I'm just going to roll it over the top. Now you're better off using your finger to do this, and the reason I say use your finger is because you've got more control, so you can sort of you can mix that into the top there and really brush it in with your finger. If you want, you can bring it into her hair, whereas if you've got a larger area like a big paintbrush, that it's quite hard to sort of, don't worry if you move stuff, because you can always put it back. And it's like this has got a little diamond in that. I'm just going to clean that up. So I'm just going to bring up all these little bits. Now you can do this before you actually glue it on, but the problem is with that is you tend to sort of do a little bit too much and it goes a bit. So just going to turn around so you can see now I've got a little bit of rose copper as well. Just bring in the textures of your canvas on it, and again around the edge of the actual image as well, and that way it will really sort of try and integrate the picture into the work. But I will actually put some more colour on later on when she's bone dry. So I'm just going to have a look at her now and think, right, okay, what am I going to do? And if you do go a little bit wrong, don't worry, or you put too much on, just let it dry and put some white on it then. And you can see just now, just down here, a lot of this is lost, but you can just bring it back to life with a tiny bit on your finger and just rub it on. And I'm going to use the rose copper, the rose gold, because it's a little bit less, it's less powerful than that. So I'm just going to bring that in. I'm quite happy with that now. Need to let it dry. If there's like this areas that you can scratch off, you can see the wings underneath. Just scratching there. And metallic here. scratch it back so you can see some of the metallic. This is a nicer way of a little bit of metallics, and you might have some little bits of metallics around. Scratch it back so you can see, and you get a really nice dreamy look. So square it all up, put as much on you want, and the best thing you've got to do is walk away from it and then have a look at it, but you must stand it up and have a good look. And if you do like it, great. If you don't, now's the time to change. It's like this leaf here is way too strong. I'm just going to tone it down a little bit, and now it's not fighting with it anymore. And again on the wording as well. And I've put the wording on some lace, and it sort of don't fight, and a little bit of bronze on there. The words don't fight, and then these don't fight with it either. There we go. And she's done.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And the great thing is, when you're using stencils to to layer up your backgrounds, sometimes if you don't know quite where to go with the project, just put it down, walk away, and then come back to it. And then you can start to add more layers, and you'll see more dimension with the stencils that you're using. It's a marvellous collection, it really is. And it's a brand new configuration for you today. 04265 is your item number, saving £25, but the price is divisible by 2 on FlexiBuy, and we are shipping to the United States. Yes, we are. The best way really to get your items to the States would be to become a Freedom member if you are in the States. It's a rolling monthly membership, and it gives you the chance to get items delivered without paying any P&P. So with your one-day special, you have got your die collection right here, so you can actually start making and creating pages for your journals or other areas if you wanted to. If I just turn this around, I'll show you what that can make and create. There's that lovely little picture of Lou, love that. You've got your other elements as well that you can use with your dies. Love this one, it's just, isn't that pretty? You could actually use that, glue it down each side and use it as a pocket for your journals if you want to. You've got your stencils here as well, all those lovely designs based, as Lou said, around windows that she's seen, around tiles that she's seen, around paving that she's seen as well. Absolutely lovely. And again, we're going on that theme of that really cool retro Victorian, but you've also got the modern elements in there as well. And then you've got your stamps in the set. So you've got your sentiments in there, your words, you've got your words travel in there, explore and wanderlust, and you also have the meaning for those words as well. Let's pick up one of those and read it out, shall we? Got my glasses on, a little bit oversized, didn't look this big on the internet when I bought them. I know. Travel, to go, move or journey from one place to another, as by car, train, plane or ship, take a trip, journey. Explore, to traverse or range over a region, area, etc. for the purpose of discovery. And then you've got wanderlust, a strong innate desire for an impulse to wander or travel and explore the world. A strong looking for an impulse towards wandering. And it's a noun, the other two are verbs. Who knew? I love it. Great collection. It could be your collection as well, but you do need to pop it in your basket and to as well. This is your one day special. The price stays the same for 24 hours, or of course whilst we've got the stocks. Now, I've been talking about becoming a Freedom member. If you would like to become a Freedom member, here's our lovely Alex to tell you some more.
Hello everyone. I've got a minute or two to tell you why you should all be members of Hochanda Freedom. Did you know that with Hochanda Freedom you could be saving on your deliveries every month? For just a £6.97 monthly fee, you will benefit from unlimited standard delivery, which means the more you spend with us, the more you save. And you know the best bit? You can cancel any time. Becoming a member of Hochanda Freedom, you will also be able to take advantage of our exclusive Freedom member discounts, where you can save anything up to 20% on an already fantastic Hochanda price. Freedom members will also receive our exclusive members badge and Freedom newsletter, which will keep you updated with all the goings on behind the scenes. Just look at all these benefits for £6.97 per month. Over 10,000 of you are already members, and we thank you so much for being a part of our family and sharing your crafting passion with us. In fact, I'm now going to hand over to you to tell everyone else about your experience with Hochanda Freedom.
It's lovely because you have the special offers, don't you, that give you a nice discount off, sometimes up to 20%.
I don't have to worry about the postage. I can spend a £5 on something that I've seen as and when I've seen it, or I can spend 20 or 30 or 50 pounds, it doesn't matter.
I get special offers, I get special discounts. They tell me when everything's happening. So if there's a special show I want to watch, then it's there.
Yes, you do save. If you buy like I do, you save.
You see? You could be a member instantly for £6.97 per month with no ongoing monthly obligation. So when you want to cancel, you can. Just give us a call or go to our website quoting the item number 88888. So don't forget, you get your unlimited standard delivery, exclusive Freedom discounts, members badge and a members newsletter. What are you waiting for? Join Hochanda Freedom today and become a member of the growing Hochanda family.
Oh, I love Alex, love Alex. Didn't see her today. Hopefully, might get a glimpse of her tomorrow. We've come back to, actually, whilst we're here, can I tell everyone about Freedom membership in the States and in Europe? Oh, yes, because we were talking about being a Freedom member in the UK, but of course if you're watching us from Europe, you can be a Freedom member, £14.97 per month. You get unlimited delivery, there's no contracts to sign, these exclusive discounts are amazing, they really, really are. A member's badge and that newsletter as well with all the goss. So those are the countries in Europe that can sign up for a Freedom membership. And if you are in the States, here you go, $19.99 per month. The benefits are incredible. Unlimited standard delivery, because at the moment it's $12.95 standard delivery due to the current situation. But we are streaming again and we are delivering again to the States. So it really is a good idea to think about becoming a Freedom member. Right, do you want some rice papers? Do you? Do you want some? These are lovely, lovely images in here. Lou doing a demonstration with these. You've got the lovely colours as well in the backgrounds to give you that image and inspiration, and also you've got the colours at the side so you can match up as well. You've got different designs, you've got 2 of each and you've got 12 in total. That didn't make any sense at all. You've got 12 rice papers, 6 designs, 2 of each, that's better. But when you look at them, you'll see different elements that perhaps you can use. We've got the compass up here at the top. You've also got the image here and you've got the boat in the background. Let's go to the next one. Let's just place that down. Nice good thickness as well. Not too flimsy, which is really, really good. Excellent quality rice papers. Again, you've got lots of imagery that you can use in here. And then you can use these for your different projects, putting them onto books, on boxes, on glass, for example, and blend your rice papers in with the background. Love these. £16.99. You're saving £7 on that deal, saving £7 on your beautiful top quality rice papers. 706 736 is your item number. Now another deal we have for you that you might want to add to your basket with those rice papers, and you're always more than welcome to go for more than one set of rice papers as well. Another deal we've got for you are your papers, and they're A4 in size, and you get 8 of those, and they're double-sided as well. So you've got an image on each side, and you've got your little book right here, and you've got 130 pieces in total. You've got 2 pages of each, and they're die cut, so you can quite easily pop them out and use them. £9.99 for both of those, for the paper and the little booklet. Again, you want to buy more? You can do. 126797, and everything is going to be dispatched from the 28th of April because it's coming to you from the Netherlands, the home of StudioLight. We like to think of ourselves as the home of Lou. Just Lou. But not just Lou, with a home of all other guests as well. But this is a Just Lou collection. £19.99. This is proven to be very popular. You get both of the stencils, you get the die included to help you with your journal covers, and you also get the stamp as well. Great deal at £19.99, saving £8, 144 127 is your item number. You saw a demonstration with Lou with this, so you can watch again on rewind if you want to, the demonstrations later on. The shows will be available for 60 days on Rewind, and you can find them on our website. Right, we've got some choice of dies for you now. These are the numbers, these are the numbers. Right, let's turn these around. 215 and 251, those are your first two right here. £11.99, saving £8 on that deal. Those are your dies, that's what you can make and create. Marvellous, aren't they? Great, good, decent sized dies there. £11.99 for both of them. You could make cards out of them. They are for journals, but you could have them as inlays to cards. Right, the next set under the same item number, 252 and 253. There you go. Great for making your tags and your trifold tag system. You can also make a little mini card out of that. £11.99 for those two. 964503. £11.99. And we've got another set for you. Different item number, but again working the same. They're in two sets. So that one here, yes, we've moved on, sorry. Let me turn those around. Let's start with these two. 262 and 263, £17.98, turn them around. There you go. Looks like something you get changed behind, doesn't it? What did you call, what do we call that? It's like a little divider, isn't it? Privacy screen. There you go, privacy screen. For your doll's house maybe, or you could make your cards out of that in your journaling. So you've got your choice of those two. Same item number, you've got another two here. 264 and 265, £17.98, 294240 is your item number. Turn those around, you can see you've got that fabulous double-sided serrated edge, and then on this one you've got the tear, so you can actually really tear that off like a ticket if you want to. So great for anything you need to tear off. I was going to say party invitations, but currently no, not at the minute. Not at the minute, unless you just want to have a party with yourself. Molly and I were just talking about that before we came back live, having your own little party all by yourself. Right, okay, we've got some dice for you, sentiments. Same item number, 364773, two different options. So 282 and 280 gives you thank you, love, never forget, and warrior. So thank you, love, warrior, never forget me. And you've got your hugs and kisses, you've got great day and moments. So your moments make a great day. And then the next are 284 and 285. Those are your dies, turn that around. There you go. So you've got create your own with your, you've got sunshine, and you've got life and soul. And the other one, you've got dream, art is a journey or passion. So you can go for those, £11.98, great price actually. And then we've got two marvellous box frames coming up for you that would work really well with those sentiment dies. They really would. So you've got your, is it a hexagonal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So you've got your little picture there in the corner. That's what, and also your box. So you've got your photo frames in there. But do you know what I love about this? It's the die that comes in the middle just there. They make your stands. They make your stands so you can stand your boxes up. You can also use those stands to stand your pictures up, your postcards, your artwork if you want to as well. So you'll see you've got that little stand that cups the actual box, and then you've got the stand that goes on the back as well. I think these are tremendous value for money at £29.99. 677 668 is your item number if you want to go for the cutting and embossing with your dies there. So that is a great price. Remember, you can see everything we've got on the show on the website. And here it is. So you can pick and choose. You can choose and pick. Excuse me. And you can add things to your basket. And then if your basket comes to £60 or more, you can divide that into two. Now, if you want more from StudioLight, you can scroll up. Oh, look, there's me. I've got a wire coming out my bum. Dead. You see we've got all the different brands there. You've got Barber Grey, Clarity Stamp. Go and have a look. In this instance, it's StudioLight. So we'll have a look for StudioLight. We'll select it. There it is. And then we can see all the other items. And if you're brand new to Hochanda, quote Hoch20 TV and you'll get a discount. You only can use that once when you're brand new to Hochanda. It's been lovely to have your company over the past 4 hours. I hope you've enjoyed it. And we are now going into our repeat mode. We'll have repeats overnight, but we're back live tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. all the way through to 9 p.m. Remember your new hours for your one day special tomorrow, 8 a.m., 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. Have a good evening, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.